To learn more about autonomous driving and Chinese consumers' perspectives on it, we're joined in the studio by Dr. Marco Hecker, Automotive Managing Partner at Deloitte. Welcome to the program, Dr. Hecker.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, this is not the first year that the CES has focused on autonomous driving. What big changes or some real breakthroughs are we going to see this year?
It's clearly not the first time, but I think it's the first time that it really matters. When you look at the elements that are happening in the market right now, it really helps. Autonomous vehicles will help from various angles. One, you don't need to have the driver. You can use your time. The convenience is a really important factor. Chinese consumers are accepting to be chauffeured around, going from home to the office right now through a Didi. The difference being an autonomous car and a shared car is not very big. So from that perspective, you see a lot of elements which are very different. You also see the fact that a lot of companies are coming together, so they work in an ecosystem and not alone anymore. So you see new products, you see new partnerships, and I think that will make a big difference. So we are at a tipping point where you see more autonomous vehicle in the future beyond the pilots and the marketing that you see, and beyond the SkyTrain from an airport connecting Terminal 1, Terminal 2, or in a port. So you'll see more on the roads with the 290 cities that the Chinese government wants to establish over the next couple of years. Autonomous driving will play a very important role. So you definitely should go and see it by yourself.
But it's really hard to imagine the streets full of driverless cars. What's going to be the first big step?
I think the first big step, and you see it in China already, Beijing and Shanghai are the only cities that have road testing licenses. It's very limited right now. So you have BAIC, so bike, in Beijing. You have NIO and SAIC SAIC here in Shanghai. In terms of real application, in the next 10 years, we believe that you see that in particular in the professional truck industry. So you have trucks following each other, platooning, it's called. So these are the elements where we'll see more. And consumers, the more they see trucks driving autonomous, the more they're getting used to it, and the more scared they are using autonomous driving themselves.
Talking about this consumer's confidence, now your latest global automotive consumer study shows that consumers in the Asia-Pacific have greater trust in driverless cars, and in particular, consumers in China, their confidence has risen the most in the past year. Why do you think Chinese consumers are so confident about this technology?
So I think one element is we see more and more in the market. A lot of tech companies are doing a lot of great progress in that. So there's a lot of confidence around technology. We're getting used to autonomous vehicles. We're getting used to AR and VR. So there's a convergence of industries, consumer industry, the internet industry, and automotive coming very, very closely together with the consumer element that we were looking for answers, pollution, congestion, convenience. That's probably the biggest change. On the other hand, it's also important to think about the government regulation. So people are more, they're trusting the government that they will not allow any products on the road which are dangerous.
How is China doing in the global race in the autonomous vehicle?
So you won't believe it, but I was talking about the limitation of road testing in China. But there are 10 to 12 companies who are testing right now autonomous driving technology in California. And those 10 to 12 companies are Chinese companies. Of course, there are many more, but the regulation is more open. So Chinese companies are very, very aggressively testing and pushing technology really to the limits.
Dr. Hecker, thank you so much for your insights.
My pleasure.